Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. And here's the return from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So Texas A&M's offense will get the first swing today. Of course, the home of the Cotton Bowl in modern times has become AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. Kirk, this, of course, is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon to win the national championship for Urban Meyer. And this game, like you said, I think it just seems to get bigger and bigger in this setting. The pressure these players feel. Let's see who can handle that the best today.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. First down here for this offense. And they'll run the jet sweep trying to get to the edge. They'll tackle him out across the 20. The gain makes it second and medium. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Moves the ball out across the 30, and it's good for a first down. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
I tell you, this running back from Texas A&M is dangerous when he has room to work. Great speed, good job of picking up the first down. And, Chris, you just think about some of the backs that they've had when they've had a chance to put that Texas A&M uniform on. Dante Hall, some people forget, was a Texas A&M running back. Devon Achane, of course, more recently. And even Isaiah Spiller, good tough blend of toughness and speed.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Texas A&M getting set for the 1st and 10 now. The back's got it. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around, to give him a chance to get out in space, are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Let's see what they can do here. 3rd down and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, A&M. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So the Clemson Tigers offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
On the run here. Let's it go. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Stiff arms the man. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here. Suddenly off the interception, it's first and goal for this offense. Caught in the backfield. It's Wade. Touchdown, Aggies. This quarterback on fire today. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Coach.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Point after, not right through. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. At the 10. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up his defense all the way to the end zone.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? We'll start the drive with a quick throw to the right. Run down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. The shotgun handoff here. Good.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Oh, it's a reverse. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Ball handed off. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
Just not a lot of room there on the RPO on third.
Heads up, it's a fake. He's looking to throw. This one falls incomplete. The fake does not work. Gamble does not work at all, and the punter showing why he's not the quarterback. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Grab behind the line. It's Haynes.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitching catch.
Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. It's a quick grab. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the Tigers will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Trying to find some room. It's Haynes. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. It stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Handoff from the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. Finding space at the 20. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown Tigers. Just ran away from the defense. This college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And the returner is brought down. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take off. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
You bring him down, but he makes the 3-yard line. That's a solid gain. The quarterback's got it on the option. He'll pitch it. Gets into space at the 50. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Brought down after a big gain and a first down. Defense, no answer for the option that time. Early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship deadline at the end of 1. Let's check out the early stats so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Caught behind the line. It's Wade. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football game. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. And they will trot out the field goal team here. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Bringing it out, it's DeMarco. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
But they'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. Extra point makes the lead 4. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the kickoff will be returned. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. They're looking for the end zone here, no doubt. First play of the drive, they look to the right. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Defense is coming after him. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. They're trying to run it with the option. He'll toss it to the back. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
But when this back has room to run, he really can hurt you with his speed and ability to accelerate upfield to pick up a first down. Think about A&M backs over the years. They have been spoiled. Some great backs, most recently Devon Achane and Isaiah Spiller. But even going back, people forget Dante Hall when he wore that Texas A&M unit.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Spins away from defenders.
And that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
There's a 1st and 10 play. Back to pass. It's Reed. Misses the receiver. Incomplete. This will be the 9th play on the drive. It's an option look. Pitch to the back. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Lucky for the junior quarterback, that didn't get picked off. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. He was successful with his first try. This one from 39 yards out. And he knocks it right through the uprights.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fielded in the end zone. It's DeMarco. And they've got the returner corralled. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. There was a 1-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Tackled quickly after the catch, he'll be short of the marker. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. And the pass is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
And now they'll run it on the draw. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Taking a shot here. Grab down the middle. It's Haynes. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is every defense's worst nightmare. They have everything covered downfield. The quarterback just has given up on the play, checks it down to the back, and instead of rallying to the football to keep him short of the first down, he is so elusive, he picks up first down yards.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. This is the 6th play on the drive. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Green. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw again. Lets it go quickly. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Look out, he's got some space. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Single back takes the handoff. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Cristiano, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Running back has it on a screen now. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
He finds the running back in the flat. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. He shreds the tackle. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
This defense reminds me of a group that just is all about preparation. They are completely dialed in on this play. Yeah, they give up the completion, but how about that? Nowhere to go after the catch.
Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Running out of time, and they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. That's why he's a dangerous scrambler. The quarterback says, I'm just going to end this scoring drive right here. I'll do it myself.
Yeah, and everybody's covered downfield. The defense has done a pretty good job of containing the offense. The problem is this guy's creativity. I don't know, maybe put a spy, a linebacker on him to try to mirror him when he takes off the scramble.
Bringing it out, it's DeMarco. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Final seconds in the first half. They will just take a knee and head to the locker room. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. And, you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing. That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kirk for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
The Aggies will kick this away to get the second half going. Fielded in the end zone. It's DeMarco. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Nice grab. It's Moore. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball at the 31. And the Tigers will crank up the tempo.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Caught over the middle. It's Dixon. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. He's moving out of the pocket. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Boy, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
The Tigers bring their punt team onto the field. Bringing it back, it's Tease. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Across the 40 now. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Finally brought down after an explosive play for this offense. Big game.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
They're going to run the option. And now it's fumbled. What a decision. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown Tigers on the scoop and score.
How about that for this defense? I don't know about you. I might move this guy over to the offensive side. This guy picks up this fumble and shows you not only speed, but what to do with the football. Takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. First down here for this offense. An inside deals now from the shotgun.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Crossing the 35. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Second down after that run on the previous play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 45. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40. And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Looking to chuck it again. Going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Incomplete. Second down coming up. Looking to throw. It's Reed. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they make the stop, but the screen pass fools the defense enough to pick up first down yardage.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And they're able to get him down. Well within field goal range now, but they're hoping for more as they line up here on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. The Aggies looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's swarmed by the defense. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. And he'll set up to throw. Touchdown, A&M. Will take the lead in the 2nd half. Coach makes the decision to go for a 2-point conversion. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. He's swarmed by the defense.
A great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the 2-point try.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Ball handed off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. When he can't bring it in, might have heard some footsteps there over the middle. 2nd down now. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Third down, out of the shotgun. Looking downfield. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. They bring him down with a veteran quarterback. Shows off that trademark arm strength.
3rd down, you go to your go-to receiver, and he comes up with a big play. Nice job of keeping 1 foot in to be able to get that 1st down.
Makes a quick catch. But the play loses yardage. Very tough 2nd down coming up now. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got it. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Now they'll go for a 2-point conversion.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Turner looking to make a play here. They finally make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play to wrap up this 3rd quarter. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. Sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats where we have a chance. All right, here comes the 4th quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Pressure is coming. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed. And he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progression.
Oh, the pass is picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Caught over the middle. It's Dixon. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. And the Tigers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. The defense with more pre-snap movement. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Offense looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete. Here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. The scramble doesn't get there, and it's going to bring up fourth down. So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. Right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards.
False start.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll try the option play here. Runs through the defender. They bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the first down. Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field. It's Reed. Snags the quick throw. They stop him with a 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run the option. Pitch play to the back. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And that run produces a decent gain. So now it's third and short from the 21 as this defense tries to make a stand and force a field goal attempt or a fourth down stop. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Down 1 possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. Here comes the handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up. Now you've got another chance at points.
First and goal, most likely 4-down territory to claim the lead. Touchdown, Aggies. This offense cannot be stopped. Now to try here for the extra point.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. The Tigers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. To bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be fourth down.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's third down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
They've got it, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Catch made on the right side. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Boy, great job here of getting out of bounds. I know they didn't pick up the first down, but that's irrelevant. At this point in the game, it's all about the clock. You get out of bounds, you save your one timeout, and now you got a real chance.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Back to throw again. Catch made on the out route. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a 1st down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. What a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pulls it in. It's Moore. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking.
Well, the offense has done a nice job of moving themselves down in this area to give themselves a chance. Man, the quarterback's got to continue to make good decisions and not put the ball in harm's way.
And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a 3rd and short from the 20. And the quarterback keeps it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup. So out comes the field goal unit, one of the biggest moments in this kicker's life. What a moment for this kicker. A chance to put his team on top in the final minutes of this game. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Looking downfield. It's Reed. Contact as he let the ball go. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Hey, really good call here by the defensive coordinator working with the lead in the 4th quarter. Get 6 defensive backs with that dime look. Cover as much ground as you can and have as much speed as you can. I think the quarterback may have been confused there and just threw the ball away.
The pass rush closing in. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. So their excellent season comes to an end. They stumbled